Hi, this is Peter McLaughlin, and today I want to talk about conflict. And that's the reason why I'm standing in front of this old fort. It's called Fort George. It's in Niagara-on-the-Lake in Canada. And it was involved in heavy battle, heavy action in the War of 1812. In fact, there's an American fort on the other side of the Niagara River, and the cannons from that fort completely demolished this fort and destroyed it. And it got me thinking about the conflict that many of us, in fact, probably all of us, experience that have a significant relationship. This could be boyfriend and girlfriend. It could be husband and wife. It could be with your children. It could be with your best friend. It could be with your parents. But we all usually find this moment at which we are completely at odds with this person that we really love. And I think that there's something in that conflict for us. And before I talk about that, I want to talk about being in deep self-hypnosis meditation one day and talking to my spirit guides, which I do every day. And going into this state, I was really upset on this particular day about the state of our world, about the state of all of the military conflict that is occurring all the time, the domestic conflict, the civil unrest, and so forth. And I asked my guides, why is this place, this earth, such an S-hole? And they immediately answered by saying, number one, you chose to come here. And number two, when you watch movies, when you watch television shows, when you read novels, when you go to theatrical plays, you always choose stories that have conflict in them. And I immediately understood the wisdom of this and the truth of it. It is true. That's what we all do. In fact, no dramatic story is a dramatic story if you don't have conflict. And if you think about the spiritual principle that we're actually here on this planet to learn and to grow spiritually, and that our greatest learning comes from pain, our greatest learning comes from conflict, it kind of all makes sense. So, back to your relationship, back to your significant relationship. If that pain you're experiencing by conflict ultimately is designed to help you grow, then the sooner you can get to that question, what is in this for me? How much is, or what is this circumstance, what is this situation calling upon me to change? How is it calling upon me to change? The faster that all the tension will drain out of you. And the more your eyes will open to what is right in front of you, to how you're being asked to change in this circumstance or situation, maybe to develop courage, the ability to speak your voice, the ability to say, I'm sorry, which was a huge one for me, learning how to say I'm sorry. I didn't learn it as a kid, apparently. Or something else. The faster you will grow. And just like graduating from the second grade, when you've learned everything that the second grade has to teach you, the faster you can move on. The faster that you can find this new place of accord, this new place of peace, where both of you are at a higher level. Because the alternative is to do what was done between the British and the Canadians on one side and the Americans on the other side in the War of 1812. And that is to erect walls, erect barriers, to engage in attack and defense with the idea that the other side is all wrong. But guess what? This side is saying the other side is all wrong. And so you end up with this clash. And I'm not saying that these principles can stop nations from going to war. This is a huge problem, and frankly, I don't know how to solve it. But I do know that in your own personal relationships, you have the power to transform them. And it's not by changing the other person. It's actually by changing yourself. Because one of the spiritual truths of this universe is that as within, so without. Your exterior world, including your relationships, is a reflection of what's going on inside. And as you change what's going on inside, you change what's reflected back to you. And all of this talk that's promulgated by our nations, that keep telling us over and over again that the way you achieve peace is you engage in war, is literally insane. Just take World War I, the war to end all wars. Well, how has that worked out? I don't think I really have to answer that question. And engaging in war in order to achieve peace is just as insane as engaging in disease in order to create health. So as always, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments section and I'll do my best to answer them for you. And if you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with your network, and if you want to be notified of upcoming video content, click that bell notification icon. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care. If you like this track, remember to click like, the subscribe button, and the bell notification.